Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Okay, I was thinking about my coloring New Year's resolutions, or my New Year's coloring resolutions, or however you want to say that. And I do kind of have some New Year's resolutions for coloring this year, which I guess to somebody that's not into coloring would sound ridiculous. But you guys are all as much into coloring as I am, I'm assuming, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this video. And so I think you will understand. And I know a lot of you have coloring resolutions also. In our Deborah Muller coloring group, I did put up a topic in December towards the beginning of the month asking like people if they had any coloring resolutions, and I said that I would like to finish at least one book and possibly two, maybe even three. I didn't really know. I thought about it some more, and I kind of figured out now what I'm going to try to do, what I'm going to focus on doing. So I do think I'm going to work on finishing this book by Deborah Miller, which is Magical Witches. If you've been with me before, you've heard me say many times that this is my favorite book by her, and she is my favorite coloring book artist. I think everybody knows that about me, that I'm like a huge Deborah Miller fan. She just provides me with a complete escape, and she's a wonderful person, and I think that like goes into her art. Like she's genuinely nice and kind, and she has a free, whimsical spirit, and I think that transforms itself into her art. And she's just a delight. And so when I color, I like to color from all my books, but there's something about her artwork in particular that makes me happy. And I get true, like almost like a childlike pleasure out of coloring in her books. So I decided I'm going to finish Magical Witches. It is the book that I have, I've already started. I've colored pages in it before. You guys have seen that. And what I did was I wrote in the back of it the other night. There are 25 pages total in this book, and I have 18 pages left to complete, and the date was December 30th, 2017. So what I'm going to do as I finish a page, I will cross that off and keep marking down what I have left to go. Now, let me say, 18 pages is nothing for some people, but I do not color like super fast, and I don't color super fast. And also I have a tendency to lose interest in things sometimes. So I couldn't just like like somebody would say, okay, I'm going to have these 18 pages completed in 3 weeks or 2 weeks. And they would sit down and they would color nonstop out of this one book until they finished it. I couldn't do that because I just don't have that kind of mindset. This reminds me a lot of when I used to do Project Pan videos for the beauty community on YouTube. Because like if you're not into beauty products, or you're not familiar with the beauty community, Project Pan is a really big thing in the beauty community where you try to complete a certain cosmetic item by a certain date, or at least hit pan on that product, show the shiny metal pan that's at the bottom of the eyeshadow or the blush or whatever. I've tried to do that like I don't know how many times, and I fail miserably every time because I just don't have it. I get like so bored and I can't take it. So I've given up Project Panning. So in my opinion, this is kind of like Project Panning for coloring. It's the same thing. But I do think that I can do this. I'm giving myself the year. This is a New Year's resolution. This is for 2018. So if I don't want to color anything out of this book until like next November, that's okay, or Halloween or whatever. It's fine. But I don't think I'm going to have any issue because I do love this book and it's truly, truly enjoyable for me. So that being said, I don't think it's going to take me that long to finish it because, I do like it so much. And, so I will do like a video update, when I get more of the pages completed. The other thing I decided I want to do is my goal would be hopefully to complete this Mermaid Soul coloring journal, which is also by Deborah Muller. I don't know if I can though. At first I thought for sure I could, but I was looking at it last night. I started it last night, and actually I'll probably go back and paint that out because I wrote that I had began on 1/1/2018, but I wrote it in just regular ink pen, and I'm not satisfied with the way it looks. I just felt like scribbling on there, so I did. And I'll probably go out and paint that over, and when I color the page in, I'll write it, you know, better and everything. But what this is, and I think I did a flip through of this before, so I'm not going to flip through it, but what this is just it's a book, coloring book of mermaids and sayings and expressions and insights and things like that. And also it has places where you can, blank pages where you can write things and put pictures of things or draw, or, you know, anything that you feel inspired to do. So I would like to complete this coloring book this year if I can, because like it's got what made me want to start it in the beginning of 2018 is because it's got this page right here where it says, this year I will dream big, my dreams. And you know, so it's kind of like starting it at the new year, and the whole book is like this. Like it has you know, like an illustration on the right side, and then the left page is blank, or it will have like here's how to be a mermaid, and the side's blank, little expressions and things like that. Things I am learning to embrace about myself right here, and you know, space for you to write, and then there's an illustration to color. So there is, I love this one. This is probably my favorite. I love this illustration. I love the mermaid from the back. I think it's great. And it says, if your thighs touch, you're one step closer to being a mermaid. And I actually have my good friend Tanya, we have this thing about touching thighs, and we made up this thing called inner thigh clearance. It's so funny. We call it ITC, and we'll see like a really, really, really like tiny person, like a little really petite person, and she has like a big gap between her thighs, and we're like, ooh, her ITC is banging, you know? And then like for us, we have like no inner thigh clearance. We're like, yeah, this ain't happening. We have no ITC. But so I might put like a picture of Tanya and I together on that page, and, you know, just things I think are beautiful, you know, listing things. But the only thing is like, and I know I'm probably in the minority here, mermaids are not like my absolute favorite thing to color. I mean, I like mermaids and everything, but it's not my absolute favorite thing to color. So there's a lot of mermaids to color in this book. This book is really big, and it has like a full page and then like little doodles on the other page. So I'm not going to say that I'm going to complete it for sure in 2018, but I'm going to endeavor to complete it, and we will see what happens. But I did start it last night. I actually pulled out my my hero pencils, and I started coloring last night, and this is the first page, and so like I said, yeah, I started it last night, and I'm going to work on it tonight, and finish her hair and her face and everything, and her skin that I was working on. But I'm excited to start it, you know. So those are my coloring resolutions for 2018: to complete the Magical Witches book and endeavor to complete the Mermaid Soul Coloring Journal, both by Deborah Muller. So let me know for what you guys are planning on doing with your coloring hobby in the new year. I'm excited to know if you have any books that you're planning to complete, or if you like want to do like one page of each book you own, or I've seen some people posting about that. It's really interesting to see what everybody wants to do. I think in particular the Mermaid Soul Coloring Journal will challenge me to be a little bit more creative, because I'm not super creative, and I think that it'll give me the opportunity to explore maybe using like paints or drawing, or, you know, just creating a little designs, or just doing something that's a little bit more than just straight coloring it within the lines, if you know what I mean. So I will put a link, as I usually try to remember to do in any video where I talk about Deborah Miller. I will try to put a link to her coloring group on Facebook in the description bar below. You should absolutely come join us if you have not already, because it's a really nice group. We have tons of contests, and she's always giving away free books, free hard copies, free PDFs. You know, if you're international, she's very generous with the PDFs. We just always have stuff going on. So it's a really nice group to be in. So I'll put a link to that in the description section below. But thank you guys so much for watching, and absolutely please be encouraged to leave me a comment telling me what your goal is for your New Year's resolution for coloring would be for 2018. And thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a blessed and happy new year, and that it brings everything that you want it to for yourself and your people. All right, I will see you guys in the next video.